Hey you guys, just coming to you today to kind of go through part of our wash day routine. And had a couple of questions about the conditioner and things like that. So I decided I'd just jump in really quick and kind of just go through part of it. I've already washed her hair. And she is 4C hair, pretty coarse. You can see her curl pattern's really tight. She has a lot of shrinkage. This is my oldest daughter. Hair is very thick, but you can tell her shrinkage is it's a lot. And she has a tight curl pattern. So if you look here, the hair looks, pretty regular. But then when you go to pull on it and you go to stretch it out, you notice, there's a lot of length there. So compared to here, sit up straight, sweetie. Here versus where her hair really is when you go to blow it out, or when you go to flat iron it. So you can see the difference there. So a lot of shrinkage when you wash it. And that's typical with 4C hair. And actually that's what you want. You want to be able to, if you use any type of heating tools, which I don't use heat on their hair that often, like as far as flat irons and blow dryers, I do try to do as less heat as possible. But I do their treatments, like different treatments, protein treatments, things like that. When I do them, I do use heat, especially on her hair, because anytime you're doing heat, it's to open up the follicles so the treatment can actually penetrate the hair. And then you always rinse with cool, which will turn around and close the follicles. So it's little things like that I think some of us are missing during our routine. You start off with warm water when you're washing, and by the time you do your final rinse, you are rinsing with cool water. And that's basically close the follicles back. Okay, when you do your treatments, I tend to do treatments with warm, with the bonnet caps and things like that. I do that to basically allow the treatments to penetrate the hair and the scalp. Okay, so what we're getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to the protein treatment that I recommend that we use. It's an old school treatment. It's actually really hard to find. The beauty supply store that I live near does happen to carry it, but others I've recommended that they find it on Amazon. But this is the one that I use. You can see it's green, toothpaste, all that stuff. It smells like toothpaste. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how you liberally apply that to your hair, okay? So you're going to basically take this and just apply it all over. I always section our hair off into fours. One, I like to examine the scalp and make sure that everything is clean on the scalp. If for any reason you have any residue or anything like that from products, you definitely want to use a clarifying shampoo. And also, a lot of people recommend apple cider vinegar. This is the shampoo I love for her hair. 4C hair, it comes very clean. It's clarifying. It removes, buildup, and you can see it's like a clear consistency. So that lets you know that there's not a lot of things in it. It's not really like a heavily moisturizing shampoo, which doesn't necessarily remove buildup. So I try to make sure, because I don't wash our hair that often, I want to remove all dirt, all those things out of any type of buildup from any products. I try to make sure I remove that. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to apply it. I'm just showing that I just apply it all over to her hair. Okay, I'm going to do this section, and I'm going to come back really quick and just kind of show you the finished product of that section, okay? All right.
That go.
Okay, guys, so you see that I have taken that one section, broken it into two sections, liberally applied the Nutrus hair protein treatment that I recommend, and basically sectioned that, saturated very well with it, twisted it to separate it, and then now I'm going to work on the next section. I try to make sure that I do not use small tooth combs. I'm always using some type of large tooth comb just to prevent the breakage. Our hair is curly. It's thick. It's not intended to squeeze between these little small combs, little rat tail combs and things like that. So I use those to part, but I do not use those to comb our hair at all. Okay, so anyway, as you can see, this is from here, when you go and look at this area, and then you look at her stretch. Okay, 4C hair has a lot of shrinkage. When you comb your hair, you comb your hair from in up to the root. And basically what you're doing, what I'm doing right now, is trying to basically pull the product all the way through the hair strands, number one, but also I'm doing a little mini detangling. Okay, so, and this product is very liberating. You get a lot of slip with this, so it definitely keeps the breakage down because it's very thick. And so what I'm going to do is just continue to kind of comb through, not rough at all. Make sure you get the ends separated very well, and then just pull the product down. Another detangler that I like is this brush also. I love this brush. It is, and just bear with me guys, because we are not professional camera people. But once again, just start off at your ends with this. Is an excellent detangler. I love it. And you just continue to just separate and just go up the hair shaft. Just go up. You know, just gradually go up. You get a good detangling. You shouldn't feel any knots or kinks or anything in it. Okay? And once again, you can see that. So, and then what you do, this is one big section. When you part it in fours, it's one big section. Now I've taken that one big section. If you look at it, I can separate her hair with no problem. Now I'm going to take that to get it out the way. I'm going to twist it. Just your basic 2-strand twist. This helps me make sure that I get all the product is saturated through her hair. And also, it just keeps it kind of, you know, like grouped together or whatever. So this is what I do. I just kind of let it spin on the ends all the way down. So that's 2 sections out of the one back section. And so I'm going to do that all over her head. And then we're going to put the cap on and we're going to sit up under the bonnet dryer for about 15 to 20 minutes. And that's how you basically use the protein treatment that I recommended. Okay. All right. And so you guys can see I use these exact products. This is, you know, this is wash day for her.